Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to an economic weather report brought to you in association with the Bank of New Zealand. Today we look at inflation figures and we watch those closely because the Reserve Bank of New Zealand watches them closely and tries to target inflation at between 1 and 3%. Now we've got inflation figures for the September quarter, showing 1.1% inflation in the quarter, which was slightly above market expectations and slightly above what the Reserve Bank were expecting at 0.9%. It's also up from 0.2% in the June quarter, so inflation is rising, but it still remains relatively subdued. And when you look at the annual inflation rate of 1.5%, still well within that target band of 1 to 3%. Also, this quarter, the September quarter, is a bit like the calm before the storm. Remember, with the October 1 increase in GST, and with various charges coming through with the emissions trading scheme and ACC levies, we're going to see a big jump in headline inflation. Of course, the Reserve Bank has the right to look through that increase in inflation. And that's what it's likely to do. And in fact, economists are saying after these numbers today that the Reserve Bank is still on track to leave the official cash rate on hold at 3% until at least the end of March. That's because the economy has really fizzled out in the last 6 months or so. There's a few things on the horizon. Obviously, the earthquake in Canterbury is going to hit growth in the September quarter, but there should be some sort of rebound in the December and March quarters as we see some rebuilding going on there. But it's clear New Zealanders are looking to repay debt and to save money, and that's filtering through into the housing market. So we're not seeing the real drive in inflationary pressures and activity in the economy that would force the Reserve Bank to push the official cash rate up again. So the outlook, according to the economists, is for a relatively flat official cash rate. That means for those people on floating mortgage rates that we're unlikely to see a move in those anytime soon. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was a special economic weather report brought to you in association with the Bank of New Zealand.